Okay, so let's get into it. So, yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome. So, we're going to be playing some Halls of Watershot today. Yeah, it's a game I've worked on for a few years now. I mean, sort of on and off. But yeah, it's really cool. It's sort of a mix, right, of like an ARPG and a little bit of like a card game deck builder. Sort of the idea was just like, yeah, like, you know, instead of, right, always casting the same single spell like you might do in a lot of some ARPG games, you had a little more variety and mix it up by, like, having to kind of, like, cast sort of different things, and you got to sort of, like, figure out what the good combinations are and all of that. So anyway, so let's just, you know, dive on into it here. Yeah, so we'll do a new character, right? It's pretty simple. You know, we got, let's see, we'll go with, I guess we'll go with my name. Why not? And so we got, you know, our three different, you can write, launch some stones as the earth character, do some lightning, do some fire. I think we're actually going to play as earth today just because I think it's a little bit more interesting maybe, and it's sort of a little bit different than what you might see in a lot of other games. Difficulty setting, you know, I think we'll probably do challenging for the most part. You know, relaxed, I think, as an it should be pretty chill, like pretty easy to kill most of the enemies. Challenging, I think, you know, starts off okay and then definitely starts to ramp up. Impossible, you know, you got a lot more monsters, they deal more damage, you got to be careful, so we might check that out a little bit later, but anyway, let's dive on in here, and yeah.
The spires and keeps at Castle Watershot are visible for miles on a clear day, towering over the surrounding landscape. For years, the mage Clothar ruled over the castle, harnessing the immense power resting there and bending it to his purposes. But something has changed. The gates have all been closed, while dark creatures roam the battlements.
Yeah, this part's always awkward for me because I did the voice acting, and so it's like weird to listen to myself. I did kind of like try to mix it up, but anyway, it's been fun. It's been cool checking that out.
Then last night you received a message through the mirror in your chamber. Letters inscribed within the glass. Clothar has fallen. You must restore the order here. Find him in the Hall of Twin Mirrors. With the gates barred shut, you turn towards the wall.
And you can also just like skip through all that if you want to, and yeah, so you know, not totally here for the story, right? There is, I think, a cool story, but it's definitely like minimal in the background, right? We're hopefully mostly here for the action. So yeah, so anyway, so we got to get to the Hall of Mirrors. We got a few, you know, things going on here, right? Like we got a little stash, which we don't have any items yet. We've got this little interesting looking, right, kind of pipes and liquid and stuff, and so yeah, we've got you know, something's missing here, right? There's a missing kind of gear over there maybe, and so yeah, it doesn't quite work yet. We can go check this little thing out too, but nothing happens right now, so we got to hopefully figure out how we kind of unlock those two things, and so yeah, we'll come up around here. You know, you can check this little spot out, you know, some nice water, whatever, and then, but really we're here, right, go into the castle, kind of, you know, start to explore the different levels, and, you know, I think eventually, right, try to make our way up there, and we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, let's dive in.
These halls are filled with magic.
Right, so we've got, you know, this is sort of like a lot of the levels look like this, and we've got, instead of having like a mini map or a sort of like top-down map, we basically just have these little arrows that sort of, you know, show us where to go. Yeah, we can summon some stones and sort of shoot these target dummies if we want. And that's sort of the cool thing I think about this character is, right, you're sort of like, you can use this as a little like defensive thing to block incoming guys, or you can use it to, right, of course, attack and shoot forward. Yeah, and then we've also, right, I got our other spell, so like this one will just summon up some really big stones for us to shoot, and we can kind of like destroy a lot of things with it. And then one thing that's, I think, the thing about this game is, right, that you notice, like, I casted that spell, and now I've actually got a different one there. So if I use this other spell, it does something different, and they sort of swap around. And so a big part is you got to figure out, like, what spells are good in one circumstances. You notice, like, when this thing fills up, I get a new spell. Anyway, so you can see here we got this tomb. We'll take a little item from it, I think. Right, so very basically the items are sort of like, right, they've got different styles of property. So, right, these are all pretty basic items. They're all pretty much the same. We'll take these ones, I think, but later on we'll see items, you know, maybe that have like a fire magic property, or that have like a more defensive property, and so we can go ahead and, you know, these are all like our sort of basic starting item. We don't really want to use that. Yeah, they should be pretty good, right? They'll give us some armor pen, which will help us deal more damage, and then we also have a chance to do like a little lightning strike whenever we cast. So, you know, if I cast a lot, you can see there was one. Yeah, so we'll shoot some lightning bolts maybe at people. Go over here, pick up this thing, right? So now we're going to get a spell. So we get both a spell book slot, and I get to sort of pick which of these spells I want to do. I don't know, we'll check out a little like chain lightning or a little kind of massive charge bolt spell. Well, maybe we'll go with twin hammers, so I think we focus, if we're going to try and, you know, focus on stone. So anyway, so this is our spell book, and these are sort of like the spells we know, and then eventually, right, this is sort of like, yeah, you might think of it as like our deck of spells, and so as I kind of like learn more spells, you know, I can sort of customize what I want to use here and try to get some that work together really nicely. And then, yeah, down here you sort of see these are the spells I can cast right now, so I can like shoot off this spell, and then it gets replaced. And now I've only got one spell, and so I need to get my magic to fill back up to get a second one. And of course, you know, you can increase your magic as you sort of, as you sort of find better items and get more levels and stuff. But we got to take out these few little enemies here in the starting like tutorial area, and we'll hopefully see some more interesting enemies soon. But you know, the first level or two, there's nothing too crazy going on, so we're sort of hopefully learning some of the other stuff. And there's the exit up there, but I kind of know I got to come down here. Yeah, I can heal up if I want to, I guess. Yeah, so let's see. So we get these, you know, little glyphs. So we sort of learn, right, that these types of spells with this little line here, they sort of are buffs, and they're going to kind of, you know, be like, right, last for a little bit of time and give us some bonuses, and we learned a few here, so I can maybe fix up. So this one, it's good. It gives us like more stones and stuff, so that can be really powerful. This is also pretty good though, so I don't know, maybe we'll stick with our sort of like stone usage for the moment and stick with the stone spells, but we could certainly know if we find a good item, maybe we'll want to mix it up or something. Yeah, so now I got to sort of start heading out. Oh, right away, okay, cool, actually I got to kill these guys first, so yeah, perfect. And then we can sort of, I don't know, we'll pick another item that, yeah, let's pick an item, I guess. Okay, so we got one other, I think either of these would be good, right? This will be a little bit better armor, and this is sort of, goes in this, but I think we'll take this. It's got 3 properties, so it should be pretty good for us. And yeah, no, all of these are, actually this is really good, right? All of these are really good properties, right? Damage, cast speed, and then magic, right, is going to let us like cast our spells, our powerful spells more frequently. Okay, that was kind of missed there, but that's okay. So, I don't know, maybe I should be more careful using my basic spell to kind of keep these guys away. They do deal a lot of damage when you get up close, so some of my more offensive spells are maybe kind of slow, but they're also a lot more powerful, and they sort of like can block, you know, from, yeah, taking damage, which is nice. But yeah, if I can get some range, on this, and I can sort of, you know, like, yeah, use it to, right, take them out pretty easily. Alright, so we get another item, awesome. I think we'll take this jewelry now, so yeah, like once again, more cast speed is pretty good for us, I think. Yeah, you can already sort of start to feel it. And now you can see, right, we've got a lot of range on this, so I can really be shooting these guys down from pretty far away, which is nice. And it's just, yeah, you know, it's fun to just sort of like smack them with rocks. Okay, there's actually a lot of them coming in though. Hold on a sec. So try to line these guys up over there and then shoot them all down like that. So that spell, yeah, is really powerful, right? Because it just can very quickly like annihilate an entire line of people, which is awesome. Yeah. Okay, that was a little bit of overkill maybe for that skeleton, but the nice thing is, right, as this guy's charging up on me, I can block his attack with the stone, so that's cool. We get another item here. Actually, alright, so our armor, I think, was really good, so we'll take the bracers, and maybe those will be different or better from what we had. Yeah, I think I like these more. I don't know, it's close. We do like magic if we want to cast a lot of spells, and then an extra target or an extra stone is pretty good. But we have to like not be casting a lot for that to happen, so I don't know, maybe it's not as good. But yeah, so you can see, right, these more powerful, bigger stones, right, they just really take everyone out, and yeah, we should, oh, okay, we got a few more guys. So Yeah, so, alright, we hit the end of this level. First level, still right, you know, not super challenging, not doing too badly. Yeah. Anyway, so we get out here, and now we actually learn like our second type of spell. So let's see. Yeah, we got these are sort of right channeling spells. So instead of right just pressing the button, we sort of right hold down the button and we channel. And so we got Inferno, which is powerful. Like it deals a lot of damage, but it kind of maybe isn't great with us summoning lots of stones because, of course, like yeah, if we have like a wall of stones in front of us, we're not going to be able to shoot the flames through it. They'll just blow up our stones, which isn't great. But maybe we'll still use it anyway for a little bit. Hope to find something better. So yeah, so I'm going to choose to go this way. We could go the other way, but yeah, we'll sort of maybe go that way a little. Okay, so zombies are pretty easy, right? They're weak. Maybe they can swarm you a little bit, but usually not too bad. Oh, but these guys are a little bit, I guess they're still not that strong yet. It's still pretty low level, but yeah, if we're not careful, we'll start to take some damage, I guess. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. Chill. Alright, so yeah, they're definitely a little tough. Don't really have to worry too much, I think, about the zombies or like the lightning dudes, but yeah, those flame guys, yeah. But yeah, we can heal up, so it's not really a big deal. I don't know, I just felt like sort of, right, doing healing potions is, it's fine, like, let's get a spell here, actually. No, I think, yeah, that's gonna make us pretty tanky, I think, so maybe let's actually, let's get rid of that, let's use this. What I was saying, yeah, so healing potions, I don't know, just sort of like, seems unnecessary, like there actually are some spells that like can heal you in combat and stuff, and so if you want to like do that, I think that's a cool choice to make, but it's sort of like if everyone's like healing, yeah, so Inferno does do a lot of damage though, but if everyone's healing, right, like it's sort of, you know, is that something like every character should be? It kind of takes a little, I don't know, maybe a little freedom away or something, but anyway, so stone, I think we'll get a stone spell just because that's what we're trying to sort of do. These are both defensive. Yeah, this is really powerful. This is just gonna maybe really help us out against especially some bosses and like some more tough enemies that have a lot of hit points. We'll actually take that. I'm not gonna use it right away though, I think, but it'll be good to have like as we get a little bit deeper in the game maybe. Ooh, we get, nice, okay, so we get an earth ring, which is gonna, yeah, right, so, okay, that's actually maybe not the best, but I think for now it's okay, but we maybe want to like try to re-roll it or something in a little bit. So yeah, you can see there I actually summoned like 3 stones because I used that other spell first, and summoning 3 basic stones maybe isn't that powerful, but we have some more powerful spells can be really nice. So, okay, so get another spell. Ooh, okay, so most of these are really good. I think Meteor Shower is what we're going to use. Meteor Shower combos really well with this actually, because it sort of like gives all of our, let's go with Stone Field actually, yeah, so we'll do that. Let's see, okay, so you get to use Meteor Shower here, which, yeah, like the channeling spells are really powerful, I think, but it's, you don't always want to use them because, of course, they force you to stand still. So you actually got to make, like, in order for you to want to use these channeling spells, they have to be pretty powerful. Oh, yeah, these guys are kind of, when they get in close and they start to smack you, it can hurt a little bit. But I think we're okay. Yeah. So let's go, I think here, oh yeah, so here, well, yeah, so here we get the sort of like mechanical parts, so that's going to let us unlock the 4. So we can go ahead and like now use that to kind of, right, like, yeah, I don't know, just use it to sort of like craft our gear a little bit. So I don't really want to craft any of those, but actually this ring, like I think if we're casting only earth spells, this like triggering after we cast this like an earth spell isn't that useful. So we're not going to dissolve it. We're going to try to just re-roll it and reforge it. And we can sort of see, you know, if we want, like, what are all the different things we could get. So increased duration this is sort of, at least could be really good if we wanted to do something where we, like, don't cast very often and then, you know, cast, like, a powerful spell every 3 seconds, but I don't think that's what we're sort of going for, maybe. Flame Burst usually isn't that good. This could be good. This will just give us, like, some nice, like, cast speed, which is really nice, and then health regen, so, you know, every time we cast an Earth spell, we'll be having health regen, which is really powerful. You know, we only have, like, 50 health, so 1.5 is, like, quite a bit. So that should definitely make us pretty, like, tanky and stuff. So we sort of do want to get over there, but I think I'm gonna go here because I know there's a little, like, bonus area there, so I want to get that bonus, and yeah. So now we actually got both of our fire spells, like, active, but we can, yeah. They're both, like, channeling spells are pretty powerful, so we can definitely, if we run into trouble, we can definitely take a look at them. Yeah. And just, like, really that combination is really powerful. Oh, nice, we got a shrine here. Earth spell, yeah, let's go with Stone Cyclone. So now we can sort of, that also works really well with this sort of, I'll actually try to, maybe, yeah, sorry, like, Magic Fan, Stone Rain it's good, but it's not maybe quite, it already has a lot of projectiles, so adding 2, oops, let me just kill the 2, alright, adding 2 isn't really, oh nice, okay, so we leveled up, but yeah, adding 2 projectiles when you already have 16 isn't that good. Anyway, so yeah, so let's level up, sweet, so we get, right, some, you know, extra stats and whatever, and then we also get, you know, yeah, some, like, additional, we get a 3rd spell there and some more stuff, and we also, I think, most importantly, right, we get to choose 2 spells to upgrade, and so eventually we'll be able to get most of our spells to level 2, I think, but we sort of want to think about, like, what are going to be, like, the best upgrades, and I think we maybe will try to sort of just base our build around this and, like, getting lots of spells that are really good with, like, you know, extra targets, and so I would do, like, both of these are pretty good, this one's pretty good, this also, so I don't know, we could probably choose, this one maybe not as much, it already has 5, but maybe, like, yeah, maybe we'll go with Twin Hammers, and yeah, cool, alright, so we're now level 2, and so yeah, we do, right, have a 3rd sort of spell slot open, yeah, oh, actually I want to go this, well, too late, I guess. We'll take these dudes down, right, once again, that combo is just, like, so powerful, but of course, we gotta have both of those spells available to use it, so it's, like, kind of interesting because you're not always doing, like, your most powerful moves all the time. You have to sort of strategize a little bit and figure out, like, okay, what's going to be good to use at this point and what's going to be, you know, good in different situations. Oh, there's the thing I wanted, sorry. Oh yeah, oh, I should have read that. But yeah, we're going to get a spell, I think, which is fine. So this is just, right, a little damage buff, which could be pretty useful. Yeah, we'll knockback, I don't know. We'll take Fist of Flame. I'm not sure if we'll end up really using it. Like, I think, oh, well, we had an extra slot, so maybe it's probably better than all of these, until maybe later we want to use that one, but okay. We'll check it out right here, and so, you can see it does, like, a lot of sort of weaker Flame Burst, so it's, you know, I think, definitely useful. Maybe it's not the best for our build, but we'll use it for a little bit and maybe find something better. Oh, should not be, yeah, these guys, when you do get close to them, they do that kind of pretty powerful fire attack, like that fire cone, so that's, yeah, but you can see, right, we're just, because we have that ring, right, we're just regenerating so much health, so nothing is, like, too challenging yet, which is nice. But yeah, you, like, yeah, once these dudes, if you have a bad position and they sort of start getting, ooh, that was nice, okay. Yeah, so Barrage, that spell, like, it just can clean up a lot, especially if you sort of, like, aim it and target it right, it can be really powerful. I could have blocked that, I guess, with, like, better timing. Oops. Yeah, I think our chest armor's still pretty good. We'll take some more bracers. We're still only in level, like, 2 or 3, so, oh yeah, these are just, okay. These are just, I think, really nice, like, they're very solid. But yeah, as we start to find maybe some more items, we'll start to get a little bit more variety, hopefully. Yeah, so now we get to this little spot over here, and we get our first talent point. So, right, sort of like our little skill tree, and it's actually a little tree, of course. So, I don't know, I think, right, obviously, right, magic is always pretty good. This, right, obviously damage with earth spell is pretty good. Casting speed, we got a lot of, I don't know, I might try magic just because I do sort of, yeah, like, I don't think the earth basic attack is that powerful. So we sort of maybe want to use, yeah, get magic so we can use our kind of more powerful spells. Yeah, so, yeah, you can see, like, the spell's okay, but it's just, each one's pretty weak individually, so it's not that, alright, so, still not, like, too many challenging enemies on this level. Yeah, we'll see, I think, we can even run by some of these guys and try and group them up a little bit, because they're not very strong at this point. So yeah, we can take them down really easily, just like that. And, yeah, I'll just, you know, try to keep grabbing these items and these different power-ups that we're finding, right? So, in case you haven't picked up right yet, so the gold thing just goes to different power-ups, and then purple points me to the end of the level, and so, like, it's nice when I can, right, of course, spend a lot more time, focusing, right, just focusing on, like, what actually the scenery is, which, you know, I think looks pretty nice, I would say. I feel like I did a good job on that. So this can be really good. It's just gonna, like, kill anyone, I think, except bosses, but, you know, there's, like, we'll start fighting lots and lots of enemies, but it can be really good to, like, just nicely pick off, like, a singular, you know, like, really strong guy. We haven't felt like, there's, like, later on, like, we fight some knights and some, like, kind of different, more powerful guys, I guess. Yeah, no one this level is, like, really too strong, so let me save that a little bit later, see if it's going to be good for us later, and, yeah. Anyway, so you can see, alright, without the sort of bonus meteor showers, you know, it's still pretty good, but it's definitely not as effective. Oh yeah, let's come down here and grab this item. Oh, let's get an item here. Okay, so we got a second earth ring, right? The fire ring's probably not too good for us. We don't really use any sky spells. Well, fire ring could be good. We do kind of use a mix. We already have an earth ring, so let's actually grab the fire ring and see if it's any good for us. Yeah, I mean, I think probably better than that. I don't know if the max range really helps us too much. Like summoning the stones further out is fine, I guess, but it's not, you know. Okay, so yeah, so we can see, right, Inferno is really strong, but it's also, you know, just it's a little awkward if they aren't grouped up, if there's like a more wide open level like this one, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, we can see these, like, lightning bolts that I'm getting start to do, like, extra work, right? Which is nice, because, you know, just a little extra free damage, and, yeah. But nice, we got one more thing here. I think since it's stone, I'm going to grind and grab a spell, I guess. Yeah, let's go with Earth Blast seems great. It's just a quick, sort of, like, very quick strike, so we'll see that. Yeah, let's go. These are all going to be new spells, new talent point. Let's go fight a little bit more, and then I'll grab those bonuses a bit later, I think. Yeah, so do I want to use, yeah, I think Fist of Flames, we'll not use that. Let's use Earth Blast instead. I think Earth Blast is pretty good for us. Yeah, oh, okay, these guys are a little bit, yeah, right, so they do that, which is really not great. They're pretty weak, so if we can just get up close and smack them. Yeah, but definitely, right, we see the enemies are picking up a little bit in difficulty, but yeah, we can, right, block their little shots and then kind of try and just easily take them down, or, you know, use some more powerful spells, but yeah. It's not going to be as useful. Oh, I guess there we just struck him with lightning, but Yeah, I gotta keep a little bit more mobile, which isn't great, because, right, a lot of my strategy is, like, summoning stones and trying to walk. But luckily I still have that health regen, so let's actually get an item here. This might be, right, our current armor has, like, 3 weak properties, and this will be 2 strong properties, which might be better. I don't think we want the fire magic, so let's take the bronze cuirass, I think. See if it's any better. So increased area is, we don't really use area, and we also aren't, like, we're casting pretty frequently, but I don't know if that, so maybe we could try and re-roll that a little bit once we go back to town. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too good. Actually, just use that to spell. It kind of, right, is it's like awkward because it's like barely in kill. But now I have these nice stones that are going to, like, take care of it. Okay, we get 2 more stone shrines, so that's really nice. Yeah, maybe I'll try another curse just to see if it's any better. Like, so, okay, so that's a lot of armor, which is good. Let's get a spell here, I guess. Ooh, yeah, so magnetic pull, that's pretty good. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it'll just, like, group everyone up for us, which can be really powerful. Yeah. Okay, so now it's like, these guys are pretty strong, so my spells need to do a little bit more damage, maybe. Still think I'm pretty tanky, but yeah, maybe want to think about, right, taking some more items with damage and stuff. Or just, you know, using a good combo and, like, when you do face a lot of enemies, taking them down. Yeah, so alright. Oh wow, we still got, okay, still got some more dudes to go. We can, yeah, just kind of finish them off, I think, without too much trouble. But all they are, yeah, these guys are tanky. Oh yeah, no, these, they're sort of like flame attack keeps kind of destroying, okay, but, yeah. This spell is pretty good when you got, like, able to just sort of run into people, and, but yeah, once you run out of stones, though, you're kind of vulnerable, right, because, yeah, oh. Alright, we got this combo again, which is just so nice, and even levels us up, so we'll get, I think, just a few more spells upgraded here. We get a little more health and magic, which is awesome. And yeah, I think we'll try to just level up, like, a lot of the spells that I've been using a lot. So I think all of these, oh, yeah, that's already pretty powerful for us. These, like, haven't been maybe as powerful, or, so maybe actually, let's try this actually, we'll upgrade those 3. Yeah. Anyway, so we can keep going. I actually do feel like I'm maybe a little bit weaker than I should be, so I'm going to try and grab some of these extra, like, power-ups up here. So I think we get, yeah, a second talent point. Later on, right, we'll find points that sort of go to these higher levels, but yeah. So I guess we'll just grab damage, I think, maybe, is probably best. And then, yeah, we can also grab this other spell type and get us some more spells, which will be good. Let's see, yeah, no, none of these, right? Yeah, none of these were quite what I wanted to use. And yeah, so these spells, right, they sort of, yeah, they kind of give us, right, like, bonuses that might be weird, but they generally aren't damaging spells. So let's see, so the one I just got, it just gives me, my next spell has a lot more damage, but it doesn't really do anything on its own. So in addition to that, I guess, yeah, maybe we'll use, yeah, magnetic pull, which will sort of, like, group up enemies for us, and should be pretty good. Let's see, so I don't think it matters too much. We could grab this recipe too, but maybe we'll do that a little bit later. Let's head up here. We're trying to, right, get to that hall of mirrors up there, so. Alright, it's actually be a nice little, oh, okay. More of these guys, I really, yeah, these guys are, I think, oh, okay, so we got those guys too. So these guys will sort of, like, summon They're kind of like us, actually, right? They summon these little stones. I mean, we can either beat them with timing, or we can sort of like try to go over the top of them like that, or just get close to them. And yeah, so now you can see, right, we just summoned a lot more because we had, right, like the 2 extra, and so I can just kind of run around and kill all of these dudes. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, so we'll just sort of group them up and, yeah, shove them down. Oh. So it's a good thing, yeah, I've got, like, right, I am pretty tanky defensively, I think. Maybe I'm not doing quite as much damage as I would want to be, but, you know, with the health regen and, yeah, it's not doing too bad. Sort of would maybe like to find, well, that's actually okay, right? So this will let us cast faster, and it'll sort of, you know, work well with, yeah, so maybe we'll try to use our first air spell here, first sky spell here. I don't want to cut. Maybe it is going to be Inferno, just because it's sort of like, it's powerful, but I think it's not quite the, like, the skill or the build we're going for just yet. But yeah, I think this will work out pretty nicely for us. I didn't quite kill either of them though, which is a little awkward, but that's fine. Oh yeah, so that was my first Earth Blast, I think, which it's like this really quick, alright, we'll just try and take these out, although, yeah, oh, we got it again, nice, okay. Alright, so there's our, like, yeah, Earth Blast is just kind of like that quick, single move, like, stone toss, which is pretty nice. I don't think, yeah, we'll get an item here. Oh, nice. Okay, so Ring of Bone can be really good for us, right, if we have a good, like, right, it's got one powerful property, right, so 31% damage, but then, yeah, 44% chance to, like, discard a spell, I think is not great, but I think once we finish this level, we'll maybe go try and re-roll it and see if we can get some, like, more powerful things where, like, right, we want to try and find that thing where the downside's not going to be bad, but the upside is going to be good for us. So yeah, let's see if we can go do that. Try to get in. Ooh, ow, okay. Yeah, they can deal a lot of damage, I guess, if we're not careful. I'm going to try and come over here and get this, alright, so okay, so I can go up this way and get the last item I need to get from this level. I mean, I guess I don't have to always get all the items, but I don't know, I feel like it's usually a pretty good idea, because, right, maybe I will try to get a spell, though. I sort of, like, a lot of the fire spells can be good, so, like, Meteor, maybe, actually. Flash Shield. We'll take Flash Shield, actually, right? It's sort of instant, so it'll sort of, like, just give us, you know, if we ever need extra sort of death sense. Maybe I don't know, I kind of like Barrage too much to get rid of it. Maybe we'll get rid of Fire and Blood, though, and, yeah, use Flash Shield. So, alright, we can just sort of, like, we already have some, you know, we can just kind of instantly cast it, and it'll be, yeah, like, doesn't really cost us much. Nice, so take out a lot of these guys, and yeah, right, that one lightning spell, it makes, like, my next 3 spells cast faster, too, so it's really nice for, like, just chaining a bunch of spells together and having some really high magic. Yeah, let's keep going a little bit more, maybe. Head up over here. Yeah, okay, so we can also now, right, combo Meteor Shower with that other ability too, right? So it's not going to give us more meteors, but it does give us, right, like, a lot more damage, which is cool. And so, yeah, nice. Looking strong over here. You can get right up in their face and just sort of smack them down, hopefully. They are pretty tanky, I guess, but yeah, we can just use Flash Shield there to heal up and not have to, like, wait or anything, which is nice. And yeah, we'll grab this little, oh yeah, so this is going to let us sort of upgrade one of our spells to level 2, so in addition to finding, you know, finding different things. But let's upgrade Meteor Shower, I think, because we definitely going to be using that, so not going to feel like, oh, we're wasting anything by upgrading it. Yeah, we can see, you know, that spell is right, like the shield, it's nice, but it's sort of awkward sometimes if you're like waiting for it to come around to kill people, because it's not, you know, the fastest spell to kind of do that, but I think it's still pretty good, because it also, right, of course, gives us a lot of defense, right, because anything that would be hitting us, like, is going to instead hit, you know, the stones that we're summoning around us, so that's pretty good. Anyway, thanks for everyone, like, just hanging out. Yeah, if you do want to, like, check out the demo, right, you can do that right now on Steam. You can play, like, the first, I think all of what we played so far you can play in the demo, plus, like, a few other levels. And then, yeah, right, the full game's coming out on, in, like, 2.5 weeks or maybe 3.5 weeks, on November 7th. So, yeah, check it out then. Anyway, so, I think we're making pretty quick work of these guys. Like, I guess when they start, yeah, they can kind of knock you back and lock you down a little bit, but overall it's like not, yeah, I think we're doing just fine. But yeah, I did kind of want to heal there, but now these other guys are coming at me, so alright, we'll just group them up and try to like smack them down with Meteor Shower, which is pretty good, and then we can heal. Yeah, we also have Flash Shield there, so we could have used that too, I suppose. But yeah, it's also this is a nice like sort of single target spell, because if there's only one dude, it's going to hit all three of them. Anyway, I'm trying to find, yeah, so that'll just, this is a weird spell, right? It drains some health, but it sort of like gives us a new spell. So it can be, if you have like one particular spell you're like really focused around, you could sort of use that. I'll take Dragon Breath in case. I don't think we'll use it, but yeah, I don't know, maybe Blood, right? You know, if I did want to be like, oh, I always want to like try and cycle back to this one spell, but we'd have to sort of figure out like, well, how do we deal with the, you know, how do we deal with, right, the problem of, oh, I just missed that. Okay, that's awkward. Alright. You know, how do I deal with the problem of like, yeah, what do I do with like all that health loss and stuff? So now that they're grouped up like this, we can try and just, yeah, burst them down like that, and that's sort of, yeah, right, depending on the shape of the right areas, yeah, we can sort of like, yeah, try to right, lure them all, and that's, you know, I think, been around in ARPG since like Diablo 1, it's just like, oh yeah, let's burst them down. Oh, am I gonna die here? No, right, okay, I'm good, yeah, we're good. We're good. But yeah, that's sort of like, you know, since like the first ARPG, right? Like, I feel like Diablo, but maybe there's someone before that was like, yeah, just, you know, get them in a choke point, burst them down from you being protected in that choke point, and so, you know, that strategy is always going to work out pretty well. Yeah, I do feel like I kind of want, yeah, I don't know if this magnetic pole is actually feeling too good. I'm never sort of like feeling great when I'm casting it, so I'm going to switch it out in a sec. See if I want to use instead like maybe we'll use Hannah's Call just so we can, you know, find some like really annoying dude and just kill him, right? So we can just, I mean, the thing is, you can see it's right really short range, so if you get close, which I am, I guess, already kind of doing. So let's get an item here. Yeah, unfortunately these are both sky magic stuff, which I only have like one sky magic spell, so it's maybe not super good. I'll try to use the rune plate, I guess, which armor when casting is actually, yeah, that's actually really good for us. Because you see, I only have 22 armor, so getting 86 is going to be a lot. I do sort of like, yeah, I get more magic too. I do lose out on a little damage and cast speed, but I think it's going to be okay for us. Actually, before we go on, let's maybe go ahead here and like try to re-roll that item really quick, that ring, and see if we can get something better. So, you know, let's see what we get. minus armor, and then like the more cast speed is like really good if we have a lot of cast speed already, but we don't yet. Decreased damage, this could be okay. We'll try it a little bit more. So that would require some math there to figure out if that one's really better. I feel like it's probably not most of the time. Okay, so this might actually be really, right? So minus armor might not be okay, might be okay, but additional targets is really strong, and range is good too. So maybe if we can just use this and try and like stay far away and, you know, spam a lot of, right, like, so. Yeah, I think this will be interesting. It'll make us a little bit more of a glass cannon, I guess. Anyway, so we'll head over here, which I think is like the last, maybe one of the last levels that you can do in the demo. And then probably after that, we'll go ahead and maybe we'll check out like a higher level character, maybe on a different difficulty or something, just to kind of see like, well, what is it? Right, what does it look like? And so you can see already like the extra targets. Oh, that dude just fell off the edge. That was pretty sweet. I don't see that happen too often, but you can sort of see like the extra targets, just making all of my cells a little bit better, which is sort of, you know, what I want. It's really strong, and so like that's like the benefit of like one of these more, right, the cursed ring. I think, you know, if I can set myself up to be tanky enough and not worry too much about the, you know, not worry too much about the minus armor, because I do have, right, this other armor I've got that gives me a lot. So when I'm casting, I have 79 armor, even though when I'm not, I have -7, which isn't great. But if I'm casting, 79 armor is still pretty good. So that minus armor isn't so effective like when I'm channeling Meteor Shower or whatever, but I get, you know, the benefits of, you know. And also, like, you know, the range is pretty good too, I think, because it gives, yeah, that shield there a little bit more. I don't have to run up right in everyone's face, which is good. Lightning, so I think we don't really want a lightning spell. What's a lightning item? Yeah, I was hoping to find like an earth robe or something. We haven't found one of those yet. That would also be pretty good. What is this? Oh, this is just I never found a helm. Okay, yeah, so let's definitely use this. This will give us some lightning strikes just like every few seconds, which is actually pretty good, because of our special ring, we actually get 2 lightning strikes, so it's like twice as powerful, which is actually pretty nice. And then, yeah, you can start to see like these bigger stones are just, ooh, we gained another level, okay. Yeah, let's level up, nice. Finally, I think we unlock our 4th spellbook slot as well. What do we want to upgrade? Yeah, so this has been doing pretty good for us, like, it's just a lot of damage in a small area. Stone Cyclone also feels like it's been really good. And then this is like the real important choices, right? I now get to pick a level 3 spell, and I don't get that many. But actually, I think this one, level 3 spells usually get a lot more powerful, and this one, like, it's now like, right, lasts for 2 spells, so I can like use it and like cast Meteor Shower and then cast something else, and like they both get the extra bonus, which is really nice. But yeah, as I start to like combo things together more, like they can start to become really powerful. So that's sort of, I think, a lot of the fun of this game. It's just like, as you start to like put your sort of style and put your build together, you start to get like a lot more, yeah, just like a lot more kind of interesting combinations, and you can sort of do like whatever it is you want. Anyway, so maybe, let's see, yeah, so we can come down here and get up this like last talent point, I think. Which is, yeah, we can see we finally get like a second one, so I don't know what I would take here. Maybe, like, I might be cheeky and go for this, like, minus health regen. I think we can get enough health regen to overcome that, as long as we're casting earth spells, but it could be a little tough. Anyway, I think, though, that's sort of like the end, so we'll maybe actually stop playing this character for a little bit. And we're gonna go check out some other characters, I think, that, like, you know, have are a little bit higher level, and we can sort of see like what the game looks like. Yeah, so we'll start with Zappy, who pretty much, I think, I've completed most of the game on her, and so, but yeah, I think it'll be a little bit different gameplay and just, sort of see like what is it like at Harlow. So she's sort of doing, a lot of like sky spells, and kind of the key is like these two spells here both kind of buff up. They're both instant spells that buff like other spells we cast, and so we sort of like will try to spam a few of our instant spells to like really build up and then like kind of unleash a really powerful spell. So we'll head to the West Bay Battlements, level 17. So I'll just check. All right, so you can see I've already been to the Hall of Mirrors, and I'm eventually trying to get up here, and there's some other stuff I'm trying to find, but let's try to go through this level and just sort of see how it goes. And so yeah, so she's sort of different in that I sort of want to be like spamming out, these really powerful spells, and not, too much using like my basic spell. I just want to kind of be spamming, powering up lots of stuff. I have a lot of really powerful sky spells, and I try to kind of go pretty quickly, although I sometimes take, okay, so hopefully I'll try not to die too much in the future. Sometimes I got to adjust to like playing a new character. I was kind of being a little, just running around too much, focusing not on killing people. But yeah, no, this character I remember does have like a life leech spell. So yeah, there isn't a hardcore mode in this game. Let's get an item here. These are all fire, so I won't use them, but I think I've already got some pretty good like skills set up for this build. Yeah, but I gotta sort of remember this character does have like one spell that kind of does life leech that I need to remember to like trigger and use. Otherwise I may end up dying a lot. But you can see I'm sort of just casting all these like instant spells to build up to like, big novas. And I've got this other spell that kind of like will just trigger automatically. And she can get pretty insane once you kind of start getting everything built up. Right, just sort of like spamming all your spells and like kind of annihilating everyone. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, you have to be a little careful when you're like just getting going, because yeah, you might not have like all the spells built up. So like as you start to get your like character built up though, you're really just like going crazy and like killing everyone. And so yeah, that's sort of I think also kind of cool about like having the random spells is like, it just adds a little bit more kind of like interesting. Ooh, these are alright. If I was gonna like kind of keep playing this character more, this would be the cursed powerful property. Like this crown could be really good for us. I think this is like fine. Ooh, yeah, no, we'll use this just for fun. I do drain like lose life whenever I cast a spell, but I don't believe that applies to instant spells. So I've got like a lot of regen. And, I think it'll end up being pretty good. I forget actually what, oh no, I'm kind of getting stuck there. I forget exactly sort of what was this good property? Oh yeah, so it just calls down extra lightning, which is already sort of what we want to do, is like not actually cast too many powerful spells that often, but it does sort of like just kind of auto trigger. So you can see like at this point I'm almost just like running through the level and not casting anything, because I've got all these buffs. I've got like my auto cast spells. So that's, none of these are too good for us. It doesn't really matter which one we take. Yeah, so like I just sort of like have all my auto triggering spells and like this lightning rod spell which I've got at level 3. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea with this character, is just like, casting a lot of spells in quick succession, and a lot of them are instant, so you can just sort of spam them, but the trick is you gotta have, right, a really high magic to be able to, like, sustain all your spells that you're casting. Okay, we'll go through here, we'll pick up this crafting recipe, and then we'll kind of go and maybe play one more level on this character. So I'm having some fun. It's like, so I think that recipe is sort of like, letting us manipulate our item. Maybe we'll check it out in a little bit, but let's go play one more level, and we'll get a little bit closer to this library, I guess, although I don't quite think we'll reach there.
There is an ancient power here.
yeah, so there's something interesting going on. Oh yeah, so we've got a lot of powerful enemies here, I think. Yeah, we've got, lots of Earth, these sort of guards are really tough, these kind of Earth mutants, they're also, but you can see I'm sort of just like casting a few spells and trying to like keep buffs going and stuff, so it's a little bit of a definitely different play style, but yeah, so it's maybe, a little bit tricky. I'll see, I want to go this way. I don't kind of just want to run through this level. That's what this character is all about, is just kind of going quick. So let's keep it moving. Try to kind of keep just, ooh, yeah, but you can see it when I lose out on that. Ooh, okay, yeah. I was probably like talking and clicking a little too much, so you can see, right, that's sort of like the trade-off with this character is like, she is, can be really powerful, but if you're not careful, oops, I just went to a random level, whatever, it's fine. I'll try to go back to that other level, right? She is really powerful at sort of like, as you get building up, like killing lots and lots and lots of people, but definitely a little bit of a glass cannon when you're like, buffs aren't all set up properly. You definitely can run into some problems. But once you sort of get everything set up and you've got like, lots of things going right, it's like you can just run through these enemies and there's not much they can do. But yeah, of course, you got to kind of manage and keep track of everything, right? Because if you do kind of make a mistake, and yeah, I kind of like, see there, I sort of like just ran out of spells a little bit, and I was lucky I drew that one spell that kind of let me refill everything, right? So, if I wanted to make this character better, like, right, you can see, like, with a lot of buffs going, I've got, I'm getting tons and tons of magic, so I'm getting lots and lots and lots of spells, but as those buffs kind of disappear, it can be a little dangerous, because I don't have, like, yeah, anyway, as you sort of get going, and we're just sort of, like, going wild, going crazy, you can see I've got some crazy cast speed going on. I'm like, just running around having fun at this point. Once you kind of get like a full head of steam on this character, there's really not much that can kind of mess with you, which is great. But yeah, we can throw off some, powerful spells if we want every so often. But yeah, so, anyway, so, well, we're making pretty good progress, we've got, some things to check out over there. We've got this one last key to get to, anyway, but maybe we'll check out one more character just to sort of see what that's like, and, yeah, see a little bit of a different playstyle, right, because that one was, pretty, like, spammy, run through and fast. Let's see, what did I want to, who is the other character, right, so, let me just play, oh yeah, Stoner, right, so, I think, well, yeah, let's do Impossible. I think I was playing Impossible on this character a little bit earlier, but I think originally she was sort of on challenging, so I'm going to do not like the highest level, but we'll do, yeah, so I think the idea with her is, right, we sort of got a little bit of a mix of different spells, and we sort of get, as we sort of swap between different elements, we get lots of different things. We cast a sky spell, we get a lot of different targets, so that's sort of the idea of this character, but we're not going to do a level that's too crazy because, yeah, we're on Impossible difficulty, so it's a little bit definitely more challenging. You definitely take, a fair bit more damage and stuff. But yeah, we'll try to sort of see how it goes and try to, I just kind of totally missed that spell. That's not ideal. But you can see we're pretty tanky at least. And yeah, once we sort of do, but ow. Yeah, so you gotta be careful, right? We do have some really powerful spells. We've got a lot of health, so we should be like in an okay position, Right, so I can mow them down with that spell, which is pretty nice. And yeah, you can see here, I've got a lot of, you know, like a lot of stones coming in, so. But it's sort of like I gotta be careful because, ooh, yeah, when I cast these kind of slower spells, I can definitely open myself up to some trouble, and good thing I've got some good range on that, so I can kind of stay away from them, and yeah. So you can see, yeah, impossible difficulty, definitely a little bit more challenging, right? Which, you know, as the name implies. I think, you know, I'm only on level 14 right here, so it's definitely feeling, right, a little bit, I would say a little bit impossible. But we'll just, like, yeah, we've just been buffing up this one spell we just cast, right? You can see we've got all these different buffs down there, and so it became really strong. So they were able to, like, just kind of blow everyone. Just kind of like that one, actually. This is, like, our last, I think, powerful one, but we get, yeah, a lot of bonus meteors from that, which is cool. Yeah. Alright. So, you know, as you can see, right, impossible difficulty, there's like a lot more dudes coming at us. We got to be a lot more careful with our, you know, with our health and whatnot. We take a lot more damage from them. But we also, you know, we sort of like, yeah, right, if we have a powerful build, it's definitely doable. Also, yeah, we're sort of in the middle of the Great Chasm right now, right? You can sort of see there's some, we're just getting across the other side of this kind of deep, mysterious, yeah. So, yeah, this sort of lightning beam spell can definitely, right, like mow some enemies down, which is really nice. Okay, what's what I want to do? Should we come in here and try and Nova them? Let's take them out real quick. Alright, so I think, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll check out one more character, I think. Who was the last one I wanted to check out? We did Zappy, we did Stoner. We'll do this little fire character. Yeah, we haven't done the fire character yet. This one was sort of built to be an impossible difficulty from the beginning, so I think it'll be a little bit easier. Yeah, so we got a little, yeah, right, we're sort of doing something a little bit similar. We got a little bit of a mix, right? We got magnetic pull is really nice to kind of pull everyone up together, and then we can use, yeah, like these spells sort of all deal like little nice groups, areas worth of damage. So, where do we want to go? I think we'll head over here and sort of check that area out. Anyway, while I'm sort of loading this up, yeah, thanks for like hanging out and watching. Like I said, yeah, if you do want to check out the game, you can play the demo right now on Steam. You can download it right now and check it out and play. Yeah, and in addition, yeah, you can sort of, the game's coming out for sale in like, you know, 2 weeks or something. So on November 7th, yeah, it's going to be like, you know, $12. So not very expensive, you know. Check it out. It's something I've been working on for a while, and yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I think there's some cool stuff if you're like a fan of, you know, ARPGs and you want to see like a little bit of, you know, just interesting stuff in terms of, yeah, how you can do some like kind of different combat and make the combat a little bit more fun and interesting by like, you know, just kind of adding a little bit of randomness. And, you know, you can still, like this character you see, like I'm going to use the kind of firebolt attack pretty commonly because it is still pretty strong, and I can sometimes shoot out multiples and trigger lightning and stuff. So you can, you know, sort of tailor your character, right, to kind of do it however you want. But anyway, yeah, you know, check out the demo on Steam. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and hopefully you enjoy it because like I had a lot of fun making it. So I hope you all have some fun playing it. What item do we want here? I think, yeah, Earth Magic, Sky Magic, yeah. Ruin Plate, I think. Armor 1K. So these are basically the same. I don't really feel like we've needed the magic, so I might just go for the health regen. So that's maybe a little bit of an upgrade for this guy. Alright, I don't like how these dudes are just running up on me so quick, though. I think, yeah, in the lower difficulty settings, they move a little bit slower, but here they're, like, kind of getting right up in my face. So you can see, actually, yeah, that insta-kill spell is pretty nice. It just, you know, when they're, like, yeah, like, so, like, this dude's going to try and run up and just, yeah, that's nice. And, you know, it doesn't work on bosses, I don't think, because, you know, obviously that would be, like, a little bit unfair, for obvious reasons, but, yeah. Oh no, I just like sort of, I don't know if y'all saw that, I just shot it and it bounced off the side, which is not what I meant to happen. But once again, yeah, you know, always pointing out, kiting and retreating, definitely overpowered in most ARPGs, and especially, you know, like when we're playing on impossible difficulty, we're going to want to be like, you know, using some strategic gameplay, right, not just kind of running through everything as fast as we can, but, you know, trying to see, like, yeah, can I sort of, right, use the environment to my advantage, right? Can I pull these guys together? Ooh, okay, so I just got that buff spell, which is going to, like, really let me ramp up my damage and cast speed a lot, and then once I've done, damn, that skeleton, he just blocked, took the whole fireball to the face. I was hoping to, like, shoot it on all of those guys, but he was sort of, like, unfortunately charging forward at me. See if I can do this little, like, yeah, you know, group them up and drop a meteor. Unfortunately, my meteor maybe isn't that powerful. But, you know, I could also sort of just, like, let my thunderstorm finish them off and then just kind of dodge them for a moment. Yeah. It's also maybe important, I want to sort of, like, drop back a little bit. Yeah, I always forget sometimes on this guy, his right click is pretty powerful. Like, the characters I've been playing earlier on the stream, their right clicks I think were not that good. But this person sort of built a little bit better for, like, you know, for right clicking fast and stuff. So it's cool because, yeah, there is obviously, like, a lot of different ways you can sort of build and play the game. So I hope you all have fun, like, experimenting with different ways to do that. That's, you know, I think a big part of it is just sort of, like, seeming like what seems cool and, like, how you can sort of put a build together to kind of do that. Anyway, let's see. We'll keep going with this guy for a little bit more. Yeah, these Earth dudes, I think we can often, like, we don't have to worry they're slow to take down, but we can actually, like, kind of blow up their stones usually before they, like, launch them at us, and, like, they can't really hurt us too much if we're just sort of right-clicking them down, and every so often we'll sort of break through their defenses and kind of take care of them. So that's pretty nice. These flame troopers, though, are a lot more, I think, deadly for us because they will sort of, like, you know, when they get up close, especially, they will start to deal a fair bit of damage. Alright, let's see if I can use, like, a powered-up fireball here to... Yeah, still, I need maybe a few more levels in fireball to make it feel really good. So I was hoping it would, like, blow up all those guys completely. It didn't quite, which is... Yeah, but... Let's see what we can do about that. If we get a few more levels here, maybe I can get fireball to level 3 or something. Yeah. So you can see, right, like, I feel pretty tanky, although I am kind of retreating right now, so maybe I'm not as tanky as I think, but I am just trying to, you know, like, get these guys to kind of come down, space them out a little bit, right? Do have to use a little bit more right strategy on impossible difficulty, so, yeah, but, yeah, like I said, these acolytes of Earth, right, I can just sort of, if I can just spam my right click on them, they go down pretty easily, but it's sort of like, if they get, like, the drop on you, and then, like, you're sort of, ooh, I just missed that, yeah. I'm not sure if I'm feeling the meteor spell too much on this guy. See if I can maybe actually switch up a little bit, see if I got some better spells, or maybe I'll find a better spell right here, and then we'll see if we can do something with that. So yeah, let's get a spell. Oh yeah, so this is actually really good. It's gonna, like, we're gonna have to discard all our spells, but it's really, really, really gonna, like, power up power up what we're doing. So yeah, I was saying Meteor wasn't feeling too good. So we'll try to swap this in for Meteor, and yeah. Even that didn't do too much damage, which is a little disappointing. Well, you can see I am like almost right at the end. And yeah, so we get this fountain, which is a cool little like object to find. So we got either health or magic. I feel like I want health. Usually, right, like getting health is never like a bad idea. So, you know, we'll get some health here. Where am I trying to go? I guess we'll go, we're here, so let's get this little talent, I guess. Because I think this will be a higher level talent than we've seen so far. Yeah, we get a lot like a, so, yeah, I don't know, let's see. I feel this like, cast speed with fire spells is good, but then, yeah, I think cast speed with fire spells. We'll just start casting faster, which will be good for like this little rate. This will trigger more lightning bolts, and this will build up more damage, and yeah, so I think that'll be what we'll take. So let's maybe head up this way a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I just sometimes love doing that. We got some zombies though. So zombies, I think it's pretty rare to get them actually at these like higher levels. You do get them occasionally, obviously. But yeah, no, these, okay. Flame Troopers are really, okay, so this is this powerful spell we got. And so you can see, right, it wiped out all my spells, but now, yeah, I've got like a much more powerful fireball, right, which is pretty nice. Let's get a spell here, I suppose. This will just make us more tanky, which I think might actually be nice. I won't use it right now, but I can definitely see using it instead of some of these other spells that I've got. Yeah, so kind of what I'm doing, right, because I got that sort of, you know, fireball or fire cast speed talent, so now I can sort of just start to, like, really go crazy and, like, spamming these little fire bolts, or fire blasts, I guess is what they're called. I don't know, I think Blizzard might have copyrighted, like, fire bolts or something. Oh no, shoot. Yeah, so that's, damn, okay, usually these lightning guys, I feel like one just zapped me and I died as I was treating them. I should have maybe been backing off a little bit earlier. I don't think, these are both, right, life regen, damage. Actually, let's try and see if I can actually do a little bit better on this ring over here. So let me take it off first. And yeah, just, you know, backpack just gets bigger and bigger, no, yeah. Oh, I don't actually, alright, let's try to reforge it a little bit, see if I can get something, like, damage with fire spells is pretty nice. Hell, area with fire spells might be nice. Or no, that's okay, that's very solid, right? Just damage and cast speed is, like, usually really good. Anyway, I could adjust my talents, by the way, yeah, once you find your talents, you can adjust them here. And you don't have to worry about, like, you know, trying to, like, respec or anything. You can just do whatever you want, sort of. Let's head up here, I suppose. Yeah, see if I can make it through level 9 if impossible. Like, I don't actually think I'm joking. Like, I'm actually would be surprised if someone was able to, like, fully beat impossible difficulty. I guess, you know, if you really want to do it, you probably have to, like, you know, not just run through the game, but spend a lot of time kind of, right, really thinking about your items and, like, trying to see if, like, yeah, can we actually really get, like, a good group of items going on and, like, a really good build and stuff, but I think, oh, still one dude to take out. New spell. Yeah, I mean, I do love Meteor Shower, it's so much fun, but I don't know if I'll actually use it, but, you know, maybe if I decide to do something else with this guy a little bit later, we'll end up using Meteor Shower. Yeah. So, Oh, there's a lot of zombies right here, but luckily, like, they don't really run at you unless you get close to them. So it's like, they're not super dangerous. And they do kind of go flying when you smack them, which is fun. They just like bounce off the walls a little bit. Yeah. So we're doing pretty good, I think. Like, a lot of these, ooh, yeah, having a lot of those, they can really start to hurt when they just like stack up all their lightning, like their lightning circles. So we gotta watch out for that, because those dudes can deal a lot of damage. Maybe I do actually, well, I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good just sort of like spamming the basic spell, right? I just attack so fast, it's super nice. Yeah, so we trigger, right, also lots of like lightning off of casting it, and so it is like a pretty nice. I do wish, yeah, maybe if I'm like trying to focus on like lightning triggers and stuff, maybe I want to try and find a way to like kind of more reliably get to that spell. So there are a few spells in this game, right, that let you like kind of, you know, like refresh your hand basically, or refresh what spells you have going on down there. So if I could find one of those, that would probably make this build a lot nicer maybe. We'll see. I don't know if we'll be able to find one in this little playthrough, but yeah. Anyway, so I think we're making pretty good progress through this level. I was going to say, yeah, you know, if you all do want to check out the demo, you can just download it on Steam, like, right now. I think, you know, there should be a link in the store and everything, and you can just, like, check out the first few levels and hopefully have some fun. And, you know, like, you know, I think I'm a huge fan of, like, both, right, card games and, like, you know, ARPGs, right, Diablo, Passive Exile, all those good stuff. But I was thinking, yeah, it's like, hopefully it's a little experiment to sort of see, like, yeah, you know, what does it feel like to kind of combine those two genres a little bit, because, of course, right, one of the things I always kind of, not get frustrated on, but just sort of wish was different is, like, right, I feel like I'm always just like, okay, let me build up my, like, biggest skill in Diablo or in Passive Exile and be like, I'm just going to spam that skill over and over, whereas, you know, if you have, well, you're playing like a card game, like, you know, your turns are never quite the same because you've always got slightly different, you know, slightly different cards that you're playing, slightly different, you know, draws and whatnot. So the idea is to try and like combine those two and just, you know, sort of make it so that, like make it so that, you know, you kind of like have to kind of mix up how you do the combat and stuff. And so depending on, right, the characters you're playing, right, you might have really different ways that you're like approaching combat and stuff. So I hope that's like, you know, a pretty cool thing to see. And it's like, yeah, we can't go this way yet, unfortunately. Like, that's a pretty cool thing to see, and like, you know, it's a kind of cool experiment, and I think it's really fun, like, as you start to learn and like feel your spells kind of come together and start to like recognize what everything does. And it's, yeah, it's a lot of fun to sort of like see it all come together. And so you can see just, right, the power, like, you know, I'm calling down, like, tons of lightning and lots of fires going off, and nothing's really, right, no one's really able to come at me. But then, of course, that buff expires, and now I'm like, okay, well, let me now use this other buff that's, you know, similar in style, but a little bit different, and then I can see, like, okay, I've got, you know, the first one back, so once, like, this one runs out, I can now switch to the other one and have a little bit more strategic combat. I can also sort of just ice some of these guys and like take them out, and then, yeah, start to go back to my like uber powered up fire stream, which is really nice and fun. Yeah, I do have to worry, right, these guys are kind of deadly, and you can see, right, you know, one of the downsides of the strategy is like I'm kind of weak right now because I don't have any of my good, oh, well, there just one came up, but for a while I didn't have any of my good buffs up, so I have to sort of, right, adjust how I'm playing a little bit. You know, maybe on this build I actually want to try and find a little bit more magic, so I can, right, I'm kind of running out of spells, I would say, and so depending on, like, right, what build you're playing, right, I'm casting pretty quickly most of the time. Maybe I do want to try and, like, get more magic and sort of, you know, have my spells deal, right, like just get them more quickly. But of course, you know, if I'm getting more magic, I'm maybe giving up on some other things like armor, so we have to think about that. So there's a lot of, I think, like interesting things going on with the build up. So we got these nice bracers. Like this is pretty, like these are pretty good actually. Like we like casting a lot of stuff and triggering a lot of stuff. Yeah. The area is not so good, and the armor bonus, like these, the nice thing about these bracers is they have like a really powerful defensive mod, but the one we have right now isn't that good. So maybe you could try to like go and re-roll it a little bit. Oh, there's someone. Probably, oh yeah. Sometimes these zombies, like, they don't run at you because they're dumb zombies, but they will sort of stop you from, oh, I have to take an item, but it's fine. This actually might solve a lot of our issues. So this will sort of like, well, if you play Magic together and you're like, yeah, you sort of get this, right? Cast a spell, draw 2 cards, which is basically what it is. But yeah, so maybe we'll actually like switch out. Yeah, I don't know if that works super well with what we're doing, but this will maybe help fix our like running out of spells, because we'll just get like, the spell itself, right, doesn't do too much, but it does give us 2 other spells to cast, which could be really useful. I gotta keep moving back though, just because, yeah, like they're sort of getting in my way, and yeah. Well, you can see, you know, as I do, you know, maybe cast some spells and stuff and run out, I can really nicely like refill and, you know, get a lot of spells back, and still have to kind of dodge these dudes because they are dealing a lot of damage, but you should be able to, yeah. Now I can drop that and really take them out, and yeah. So it feels, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm just sort of like spamming my ultimate on cooldown or whatever. There's a little bit more like, you know, difficulty or complexity, which I think is kind of cool. It makes you feel like, right, once you kind of pull off those combos, you feel it like a lot more. You're not just like, oh yeah, like I just pressed my button and now I'm more powerful. It's like, oh, well, I had to like combine these 2 spells together, and I had to like sort of weigh the risk and reward of like, do I want to like spend the spell now, or like maybe save it to pull off a combo with it later and stuff. So I think that's some of like the really cool stuff about playing this game. You know, obviously, right, you know, I am just like one dude working on it, so it's of course, you know, not going to be as like polished as like, you know, I think it looks pretty good. Like I'm pretty happy with like the graphics, and like, you know, there's, I think, a cool different bit of enemies. We haven't even seen like the last sort of area. Maybe we'll check that out in a little bit, and just sort of see like the very end game levels with a few new enemies. But yeah, I think there's a lot of cool stuff to check out. You know, the story, like I said, you know, the story I think is minimal, but I think it is like a decent, like, you know, you'll want to know like what happens and what's going on, right? But you know, I think, you know, you're not going to have to like click through 1,000 dialogues, right? This isn't like Baldur's Gate or something, which is really cool, right? I wish I could do a game like that, but yeah, you know, I'm just me here over by myself. Anyway, so we'll finish off these little few dudes, and then, yeah, we'll see what else we can do, see if we can find a few more enemies to kill or something. I think I could go, let's see, could I go up there? Yeah, I could go up here to, well, we'll check out this level. This is like a little cheat character, so it's got a lot of random levels unlocked, in case you're like sort of looking at that and wondering like what the F is going on over there. But yeah, this is sort of like, you know, you're sort of getting into like the depths, right, the sanctum of the castle, and it's like, you know, and, you know, we've got, oh yeah, so these dudes are, right, shooting some different lightning sparks at us. We've got these guys who are, yeah, everyone's kind of really, no one's really chilly, right? There's no like zombies in this level. They guys are coming at you. They mean business, right? They're shooting earth. They're casting these spikes under your feet. So like, even if you can sort of shoot a lot of fireballs to kind of like block their stones that they shoot at you, they also sort of have, yeah, we got these guys too. I really do not like these lightning guys. It's just like, these guys too, like they don't really care if I'm like shooting a lot of fireballs at them. They're still going to deal, I think, like a good bit of damage, right? Like that was like half my health, so I got to be careful. The good thing is if you move against them, right, if you stand perfectly still, like all 3 rocks are going to hit you, but as you move a little bit, you can sort of like avoid most of them. Man. Alright, well, I'll level up here. So we get some more health, which is going to be really nice, because I am taking a lot of damage. This is already super powerful. I want this actually so it'll last a little bit longer, maybe. Other spells that we use. We use this, so let's get, I'll upgrade these. We're using both of them, and they could definitely be nice if they were a little stronger. Yeah, so, so I want to get really powerful. I can just, like, turn on all my buffs at once and kind of go crazy, but you can see right now I'm sort of, right, I've run out of magic, right, at the moment. I kind of got to wait, and hopefully, right, these buffs will kind of, well, just ran out, but, like, hopefully they'll last long enough for me to power up a little bit more with some other stuff. And that's sort of how I'll know, like, my build's feeling really good is, right, like, oh, it's sort of like, yeah. Anyway, so let's check out, I think, one more character. Yeah. Let me see. So, this was a guy playing just to relax, but I don't really want to do relaxed anymore. But yeah, relaxed is pretty fun. Let's maybe change this one more. We'll change to challenging. I was playing this guy on relaxed. We'll see what he looks like in challenging. Yeah, so you can see we got a few different items going on here. We got much more of like a fire focus of like, yeah. Oh, I'm going to actually walk over there. But yeah, you know, just in case you want, there's like, right, you can put your items in the stash and take them out, and yeah, so we got, I think the idea with this character was sort of like doing a mix of like, yeah, like a kind of fire lightning combo. So you can see here, right, like as I cast fire spells, oh, that's interesting actually, these build up earth spells. I don't know if I have any earth spells, but yeah, these sort of, right, like kind of mix up. So maybe I actually want to try and re-roll that before I actually move out and play with this dude a little bit more. Alright, I gotta take this off first, and then I gotta go ahead and put this on, and let's see if we can get something a little bit better. That might actually be good. See if I can actually, right, I like this first property a lot, but I actually want to change up the second property. And you can see now, right, you know, here with, Reforge, it's like 60 gold, it's like I can do that forever pretty much, but if I want to kind of target it a little bit more, I can use this more. Yeah, I don't like that one. No. Okay, I guess that'll be fine. I'm sort of running out of gold, so that seems, it'll be better, I think, than what I had before, but yeah, maybe I wish I had, like, gotten a little bit better luck or something. Yeah, anyway, so let's see, where do I want to... Kind of coming up here towards the library. We're just over there, so maybe, and you can see, like, once again, yeah, got a few like extra test levels activated on some of these characters, but obviously in the actual game it's like not gonna happen.
There's an ancient power here.
Yeah, so let's see. Oh, okay, that actually, like, that's like a little blood magic spell, which is pretty nice, but it does kind of hurt a little bit. Oh, okay, so that's nice. We got this really powerful, right? So I was using the spell, I think, before on a different character, but this one's pretty powerful. Anyway, let's keep it going. See what we got down here. Oh, wow, that just wrecked those dudes. Okay, this dude's actually maybe pretty good. I was not expecting those guys to just, like, kind of get... Alright, well, actually, no, I do have to be careful here. What am I doing? I think sort of, right, the goal with this character was, like, as I was trying to say, I think it's, like, trying to alternate what you're casting, but maybe I've sort of forgotten a little bit. I feel like well, I feel like that's really powerful. But maybe not. It's, like, not doing as much damage as I would have hoped. Okay, but we survived that fight, which is good. Yeah, so... Alright, let's see. Cast that on those guys. Just try and take them down. Yeah, I keep having this, like, this blood magic spell on my bar, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to use it, because it's like, Yeah, I'm not sure if I actually want to be using that too much. Ooh, I do like having a lot of armor though. That is nice. Let's see. Let's come down this way. Turn that on. I guess right. Yeah. I gotta remember to try and like alternate between. Yeah. Dodge him a little bit. Yeah, okay, die. Yeah, so these Earth dudes are pretty tough, and I'm not super, yeah, I feel like, wish I was doing a little bit better against them. These guys are not, I think, too bad for us. Like, the blue guys go down pretty quick, which is nice. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep it going. I think, yeah, the entrance is, or the exit is right down here, so we can move on to the next level. Yeah, so that spell's cool because it's sort of like this, what is it? Yeah, this spell here, it's sort of like, gives you kind of like a delayed lightning blast, so you cast it and then it sort of like will call down some stuff on the spell afterwards, so it kind of lets you like, you can build up like a kind of more powerful spell, which is pretty cool. Well yeah, now that I've got these sort of like passive, okay, I was just saying like now that I've got these like passive damages going, we can be pretty safe here. But yeah, we then like immediately ran into trouble. Yeah, now let's get this little, this will let us upgrade a spell to level 2. Ooh, let's actually, I know I haven't been using that, but let's actually try and use this one for a little bit, just because it'll give us an Earth spell. But what's cool about it is it sort of like will kind of, what spell am I not feeling? I feel like Molten Strikes and whatever. But yeah, if we get that spell, it'll sort of let us like, kind of like heal up and like get this really powerful Earth attack, which might be kind of cool. So it also though does discard our entire like hand, so I'm not going to use it quite yet. So like now I'm sort of like low, and then it's like just like kind of start wrecking everyone with this like really powerful, and you can sort of see like how much I have left to use it before it kind of runs out, based on like how you can see I may only have like one attack left or something, but it is like super powerful. The big downside though, of course, as you can see, is like it doesn't let you regenerate any spells, so it's like a kind of like risk versus reward. Like it ran out and it kind of left me in a very like weakened state, you know. But I think, you know, managed to survive, which is nice. And yeah, it can be a sort of like really powerful thing, like if you're in combat and you've like run out of spells and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so finished that level. Yeah, we can keep going, I guess. We could go up here and just kind of check out, you know, I've got some different stuff I can check out over wherever. Maybe we'll go check out this little level over here. This was fun, just to make, like, and design. It's a little, you know, like, story level, so let's check this one out. Well, yeah, it's sort of right. It's called an outcropping. You're sort of like, you know, walking through this hall, and then finally you're like, oh man, like it's actually, you know, kind of nice and sunny outside. There's this like beautiful tree, and it's like, what's going on over here? Get some experience level up, which is, you know, never too bad. So yeah, we got trees trying to tell us something. I also just think I was kind of enjoying just like this nice like castle on the cliffside view over here. But yeah, we'll walk back. I'm sure someone's gonna be like, man, I gotta walk all the way back to get to the exit here, but I don't know. It's like once, so it's probably fine. I'll level up before we like go. Made it to level 8. Actually. Yeah, so like I said, you know, once you get most of your spells, like, it's pretty easy to get them to level 2, so, like, I think all the spells I'm using, maybe, or, I don't know, maybe I'll upgrade these to level 2, but yeah, like, level 3 is the more important one, because I want to be, like, it's pretty hard to get all of your spells to level 3, like, I'll upgrade a lightning rod here, because it's a pretty powerful one, but, yeah, like you only get a level 3 spell upgrade like once every few levels, so it's like not that common. Anyway, let me go check out one more level. But yeah, before I do that, like I said, y'all can come. Yeah, like the demo's on Steam right now, so you can play like the first, I don't know. I think yeah, if you're in the demo, you can play like basically this kind of first section here on this part of the map. So you can check it out, see what it's all about. I think cool. You can like check out, like the whole concept of like these sort of randomized spells and trying to sort of figure out what they do and how you can cast them and stuff. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, go check out the demo, and then like I said, the full game is coming out. Yeah, like in three-ish weeks. It's coming out on November 7th, and so it's only gonna be like $12. So I think it's a pretty good deal. If you're a fan of ARPGs, you'll definitely like enjoy playing it and sort of like seeing. Yeah, just kind of like how does this kind of conceptual, randomization work out? I think also just like, there's a lot of other cool, stuff. It is like, it's not trying to be overly complex or anything, but I think it is definitely falls into that sort of, like difficult to master, but pretty easy to learn. So yeah, I think y'all have a lot of fun with it. I hope y'all check it out. Definitely, play the demo. Feel free to, there's a feedback link on the main screen. Definitely checking out all the feedback that y'all are giving. Or yeah, if you want to like post on the forums, or if you want to just like, I don't know, post a video or something or whatever. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'd love to like, yeah, hear some feedback and everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully y'all are like enjoying and yeah, getting excited about the game, because I think, okay, these dudes need to chill, but yeah. But I think, yeah, it is really cool. It's been a lot of fun just like working on and making it, and I don't know. I hope y'all enjoy it. Oh yeah, so there you can see, right, the Avatar of Earth spell, right? It's sort of like, yeah, heals me up, gives me this really powerful attack, but of course the downside is that I'm not getting back any other spells, but I can just sort of like wreck anyone that decides to come near me, right? So it is really powerful, and now like once it runs out, it's like, oh boy, I don't have a lot going on. I kind of need to like recharge my stuff before I can, yeah. So that dude, he shoots, usually he's not too deadly, but he does shoot this really powerful like blue fireball. Luckily, it's like pretty slow moving, so if you're paying attention and you can, it's usually pretty easy to dodge. Oof. Should not have actually done that. I don't think this character is quite set up for like the blood magic spell. I mean, it is powerful. Like now you can see like those two spells I cast just wrecked it, but it is like a real risk reward, right? I'm getting, where's blood magic? Here, right? I'm getting basically double damage on all my spells, but I lose 20 health, which is like, yeah, I don't have that much health, so like losing 20 is kind of a big deal. But it is pretty powerful, if I can sort of like come around and like set up a big Nova, right, it just kind of wrecks everyone. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, and then yeah, if I do run into trouble, I do have Avatar, so I can just shoot that on and, yeah, start just smashing people, and like they really like, it is, for that time period when you have it going, it really is like pretty powerful. But then yeah, like it runs out and it's like, oh crap, I've got like one available spell, and hopefully I can kind of take these dudes down, and maybe I have to like wait a little bit, right? Let my spells fill back up a little bit, see if I can get like some good ones for the next round of combat or whatever. I am going to keep using Blood Fuel, even though I've been like, oh no, don't use Blood Fuel, it's going to kill us, but just, yeah, like it lets you deal a boatload of damage really nicely, which is great. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so let me see if we can check out one more level here. We'll get an item. Oh yeah, so we got these silver bands, which might be kind of good. Like, yeah, fortunately, like, I don't know, we don't really use area, which is, yeah, so makes them not so good. And magic when casting is sort of like, that's sort of like the strange property here, right? The purple one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think about like re-rolling some items. I think maybe we'll just try to do like one more level before we sort of like, I'll let y'all check out the library on your own. It's pretty cool. I think it's a nice it's a fun level to check out. Yeah, I don't really want to go into the Sanctum. We'll hit up this level, which I think is one y'all can play. I don't know, maybe this is the one, actually I can't remember. I think y'all can play this one on the demo, which, you know, by the way, demo, you can check it out on Steam right now. It's great. But yeah, so we'll try to clean up these dudes pretty quickly. You know, I do feel like, you know, I'm kind of strategizing to, like, spend all my spells and then kind of come in, right, with the Earth Blast, like with the Earth, you know, the super powerful Earth stuff once it's ready. And then, yeah, like once, you know, by the time I'm ready, I can sort of like use it, all of it, and then sort of like have have it like ready, you know. I do gotta be careful though, because right, yeah, like as I run out of, oh, perfect. That was like exactly the spell I needed, right? Heal up, get this really powerful attack. I didn't have like any, you know, any spells I was really like worried about losing anyway, so this can be really good, especially if you like, right, can kind of, yeah, get them into this. But now, yeah, I didn't. Right, try to alternate a little bit. We are sort of like, yeah, kind of like getting a little weak here and almost going to die. Look, we were able to kill off some of those dudes, and I can hopefully retreat a little bit. So these dudes don't move too fast. Set up a big Nova and like kill all of them is pretty nice, right? Because I had that, what is it? Yeah, this spell like here, right, it gives me a little bit more damage to my next spell, so like if I use it, it can be really good. Yeah. Smack that dude over there. But yeah, you can see I'm trying to like alternate the spells. I think I have a few items that sort of give me a good bonus when I alternate spells, so I'll try to do that a little bit. Yeah. But like I said, you know, and then hopefully we can kind of come in close and kill that dude when we're up in his face. That's the one thing, yeah. So the lightning guy, right, he's got this, or she's got this really nice cone attack, right? So you can hit multiple enemies, but it's not as long range as the other two attacks. So it's sort of like, yeah, you know, it's a little bit of a trade-off. It can be a little bit tough sometimes to like, yeah, use and whatnot. Oh yeah, just sometimes it's so much fun to just like smash all these dudes up against the wall. Anyway, nice. Kill them off real quick. And, yeah, let's see. I'm getting some experience here. We can get one more level. Not quite. But actually, okay, I'm level 8, so we got a little bit of a ways to go. Yeah. Anyway, maybe we'll go check out one more. Yeah, it is 12. I actually got to go do some stuff, unfortunately, for the rest of the day. I got this quiz I got to take for this class I'm taking. But yeah, thanks. Like, I hope you all enjoyed watching and checking out the game. You know, if you are playing, right, there's a little feedback link, which just sort of like pops up a little Google thing. Yeah, check out the demo on Steam. I think y'all really enjoyed if you like, you know, ARPGs or if you like Diablo-style games. It's kind of like, yeah, I think a hopefully fun, unique take on it, and yeah, like I said, you know, it's coming out in like, yeah, a few weeks in November 7th, so you can buy it for like $12. I think it's a great deal. You'll have a lot of fun with it. Hope y'all check it out, leave some feedback. Yeah, you know, feel free. Like I check like wherever y'all might be posting feedback, so hit me up, let me know what y'all think. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed. It's been fun hanging out and streaming a little bit. This is like my second time ever streaming, so it's been cool. Yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching and being around, and hopefully you'll have a great rest of your day, and yeah, check out the game, and yeah, hope you all enjoy it. So let's see, where am I going? Boop. Boop.